The First Empire, the Mauryas. The Mauryan Empire set up by Chandragupta Maurya is the first and one of the greatest empires of ancient India. Sources of information for this period include Indica by Megasthenes, Kautilya's Arthashastra, Vishakhadatta's Mudra Rakshasa, and the Ashokan Pillars and Edicts. Chandragupta Maurya built a vast empire which extended from the Hindu Kush in the northwest to Bengal in the east and from the Himalayas in the north to the Narmada in the south. Under Ashoka, the Mauryan dynasty reached the height of its glory. He followed the policy of conquest and expanded the empire further. However, after the Kalinga War, he gave up war in favor of peace and non-violence. Ashoka was deeply influenced by Buddhism. He sent learned scholars to far-off places to spread Buddhism and built several stupas and viharas. Ashoka's Dhamma was a code of conduct inspired by the Buddha's teachings. As a part of Dhamma, Ashoka planted trees along the roads, dug wells, built rest houses and constructed hospitals. He appointed Dhamma Mahamatras to spread and enforce the principle of Dhamma, which were engraved on rocks, pillars and caves. Ashoka spoke to people through his edicts. The edicts contained orders and messages about Ashoka's Dhamma, his efforts to spread Buddhism, and his welfare measures. His edicts were inscribed on stone pillars, rocks, boulders and caves throughout his empire. The Mauryan administration was centralized and the king had supreme power. A council of ministers called Mantrin Parishad advised the king on important issues. The different departments of the government were looked after by officials appointed by the king. The kingdom was divided into provinces which were under the control of the royal princes. The provinces were divided into districts. Each district had many nagaras and gramas. Officials at every level of administration collected taxes, worked as judges and kept records. The Mauryans had a well-developed espionage system and a large standing army which included infantry, cavalry, elephants, chariots and a navy. Pataliputra, the capital city, was impressive and magnificent. It was a walled city with several gates and towers. The famous Ashokan pillar at Sarnath contains the lion capital, supporting the Ashoka Chakra. The most well-known stupa is the Sanchi Stupa. The best-known rock-cut caves are at Barabar and Nagarjuna hills near Gaya in Bihar. After Ashoka's death, the Mauryan Empire began to decline. As his successors were weak, the outlying provinces broke away as various far-flung territories were isolated and communication was difficult. A series of attacks from the north also weakened the empire. In 185 BCE, the last Mauryan ruler, Brihadratha, was killed by Pushyamitra Sangha.